Hi, and welcome to our referrals overview class today, guys. I am Mandy with Scott Leroy Marketing, and today's class will be archived and put on our YouTube channel in about 24 hours. You can always go there and check out our archived classes and tech tip videos as well. Highly recommend the keyword search on our YouTube channel because it'll help you find exactly what you're looking for. And if you need us, if you have any questions, if you're watching this back on our YouTube channel and you're watching the recording, you can always reach out to us at support@scottleroymarketing.com, and we'll be happy to assist you there and support you in your business. All right. So we're just going to jump in here to the referrals overview class. The first thing to start with referrals is definitely the prep work on your profile. And I want to show you that you actually have an agent profile that is specifically for other KW agents to see. This is not outward facing. Consumers do not see this. It is strictly internal information. And if you're inside your command, over here on the top right, near your name and your profile, if you give that a click, you'll notice it says profile right here. Now, this is not to be confused with the marketing profile that is under your settings. The marketing profile is consumer facing. It does populate into all of your marketing that goes through command. That's what populates your consumer app. That's what populates your website. So this is completely different. We are just going to focus on our profile today. This has also been called your KW Connect profile as well. So we're going to give this a click here. You can get there a couple of ways through My KW too. As you've probably learned with KW, they try to make it as easy as possible. So there are ways to get to multiple places multiple ways. And so this has just recently been integrated into Command. It was only on My KW or KW Connect, but now you can get it here. And again, can't stress it enough. This is not consumer facing. This is just for other KW agents. You'll notice this profile has a banner. You are prompted, you can change that banner to whatever you would like and personalize it. You also have a main profile photo that you can update here as well. And you have an option to edit your profile on the top right. You'll notice you have main and posts. I don't believe this profile has any post on it. Real quick list. Yeah, no post just yet. But on main, you can see that you have the basic contact information, who this person is, what they actually specialize in, some of the internal KW office things like a KW UID. And then you would also have your best contact email, best contact phone number. And over here on the right is a place where you can put a biography if you so choose. This profile is not filled out all the way, so let me show you through the edit function here what all you can put on this profile. So here you'll notice that some of the fields are completely grayed out. It's because it pulls from the back end of back end office of KW. Let me say that. So these you can't change. If you notice this information is incorrect, you can reach out either to your local market center staff, or reach out to us at Scott Leroy and we can check on this for you. But most of the fields are not grayed out, and you can come in here and customize these just how you would like it. Right here again would be your email and your phone number. You can also put a secondary phone number if you have one. Service areas. This is a biggie. This is going to let your potential referral partners or current referral partners know what areas you actually service and that you would be a great agent for those particular areas. You can add those by clicking here, and you can actually place multiple fields. These are free typing fields, so you can type in whatever you would like. It doesn't matter. It's going to show the exact text. It's not going by a map or anything. So you can just type in the city and state, and you can choose to remove some of the areas as well. Okay, put in as many as you would like. Down in the bio right here, just know exactly how you type it is exactly how it will be displayed. And you do have your social links as well. Always recommend have a friend check these out for you. Send them your link first. That way you have somebody checking it to make sure it actually goes to your social media profile and doesn't just take them to a login page for Instagram or a login page for Facebook, something like that. So just to double check that they are public links to your profile, highly recommend that. At the bottom, you have some opt-in features. Now, you do have an option to refer or to opt out of the referral network. That would be right here. You can see this is toggled on green. That means we have opted in. And then from there, you can choose what actually shows on your profile page, the one right behind here that we were just talking about. So you can choose to show closed units, sold units, and also buyer sales closed units, then your lease as well, or your time with KW. This particular agent demo has chosen to only put time with KW, so you'll see the other ones are toggled off. That is fine if you don't want to display that. Just know that agents that are looking for a referral partner based on that information, you won't populate in that search for that area, okay? If you made any changes, if you're following along with us, make sure to hit save. We're going to cancel it out here. But this is a great area to have a customized bio that would be just for the KW agents, just for showing how great of a referral partner you are, not necessarily how great of a realtor you are and having it be consumer based, right? If the information is not correct, can it be edited, such as closed units? Fabulous question, Deborah. I'll go ahead and jump into that. So just know if you're looking at those numbers and you feel like they're incorrect, just know it is only for the last 12 rolling months and it only includes KW. So if you were with a previous brokerage before then, it will not show your production pre-KW. But if you still feel like those numbers are incorrect, you can definitely sit down with your MCA there in your local market center. That's your market center administrator. They have all of your numbers. It'd be great to double check with them, make sure that everybody has the right numbers, the right closed units, and compare it against this. If you still feel like it's incorrect after that point, then you can actually reach out to us and we can troubleshoot it for you. If we still can't do that, then KWRI, KW support would be a great place to reach out when those numbers are incorrect. And on that note, from this profile, you can always come right here to this question mark and a circle. I'm going to give that a click and you have a chat with support option right here. If you'll give it a second for the bot to auto-populate, I want to show you a feature. If you scroll down, it'll finally populate a get in touch button. Give it another second, and you have two options. We can live chat with them if it is during their current business hours. I particularly like the leave a message option, and the reason why is as soon as you leave a message with them here, they will email you back directly. So you don't have to sit here and wait on a person to respond to you. So if you got another appointment to get to, just leave them a message and they'll reach back out. Is a good, quick, and easy way, especially when it's concerning your numbers, like the goals and the reports and things like that. If you feel like a figure is off and you validated it with your local market center administrator, because everything on their end also affects your numbers, then yeah, KW would be a great place to start to go after that point on the back office part. All right, so that's your prep work to get your profile squared away for the referrals. And once you have all of this set up, then we highly recommend putting yourself out there. We're just clicking back over to get to command. You'll notice the command and connect at the top. When you go into that profile, it moves you over to connect where they've integrated KW Connect in. So the icons on the left did change a little. So we're coming back over here into our command, and on the left-hand side, it's a little person, which looks like they're inside of one of the map bubbles, the little teardrop. If you're not familiar with the icons, you can always hit the red KW and it'll pop the name out for you. So we're gonna go into our referrals tab here. I'm going to give you a brief overview, and then I'm going to go into some details like how to accept an invite, how to send an invite, how to send a referral, how to accept a referral, all the good stuff. There's some pretty nifty things in here on a map that can really expand your network and your business. You can go worldwide on this thing. So it's pretty great. So from here on your dashboard, you'll notice you have some tabs up here at the top, My Referrals, Map, and My Network. We're going to go into all of those in just a moment. Top right, normal command design here. We've got an action button that's in teal on the top right, and that's where you can go to start sending out a new referral to someone. I'll show you several places that you'll be able to do that, but in the top right, there's an easy, quick button as soon as you get into your referrals tab to do that. And then you have your referrals overview right here at the top. If you've been in command recently, you've noticed the quick buttons at the top have been added to your command dashboard as well. So this design is very similar. It's just reflected here within your referrals tab. Now we have quick touch buttons right here at the top. So if you have invites, pending invites that you've either sent out or someone is asking you to be part of their network, their referral network, you can see that right here. It looks like we have two. So I'm going to give it a click and show you that it quickly takes us into My Referrals tab up here. And over on the right, you see that we had pending outbound invites. We have two total. That little button, the blue teal button, gives us an indicator of how many there are. And you'll see who they were sent out to and when. You can also cancel an invite if you would like to, if they haven't received it yet. And over here on the top right, you have options to jump back to your network. You also still have that action button to start a referral from this screen. You also have search features. And if you have any pending invites, they would have shown over here on the left. So I'm going to go back to dashboard, show you that if you had any pending referrals, either outbound or inbound, they would show here. If you had received any, and if you had sent any, they would all show right here. Just some quick stats, quick touch buttons for you to maneuver around the referrals tab. Then it does have your referral network that you've already established right here on your dashboard. Again, the bubble tells us how many. It looks like this particular agent has 39 in their referral network. You have a search feature that you can come in here and look for an agent. Let's say I'm looking for Billy because I don't want to thumb through 39 people. Well, it actually shows that I don't have a Billy in my referral network, but it does give me suggestions of Billies that would be out of my network multiple places throughout the country. And there's a quick click button. If I know them by name and state, I'm looking for somebody super specific, I can go ahead and add them directly right here to my network by choosing the little person in a square with the plus sign. So you can grow it that way if you're looking for somebody by name. And you also can scroll down. And if you look at the people that are already in the referral network here, you'll notice a caret on the left-hand side. Again, typical command design. That means we've got some hidden information there. So I'm going to give it a click. It's going to give you a drop down about that particular agent. It shows about their bio. You'll notice this is pulling information from that KW profile, the KW Connect profile that we were looking at just a second ago. This is their information. You also have a place for private notes. Just know this is your notes. They do not see them. It's just something that you would like to keep here kind of as a little post-it note to remind yourself, like, hey, this person was super charismatic. I think they would be great with any referral, or maybe they specialize in, let's say, seniors. Do you think they would do great with that generation? That kind of thing. Just keep notes here for yourself if you would like. And then on the middle of your screen, you'll notice agent stats. They've chosen to reveal some of their production numbers so that they can get pulled in more searches. That's located here. And referral statistics are coming soon. They're building this information, which I think is great. So if you really, really grow your business on referrals, that means you will start growing a reputation with how you handle referrals. And eventually that's going to be a feature that's logged right here in this tab, which is pretty outstanding. You'll notice again, we've got another quick button right here for sending a referral if I wanted to send it to this particular agent. And I can also remove this agent from my network as well. Let's say the agent retired, or hey, maybe the agent went to another brokerage and you'd really like to make sure that you're staying in the KW family with referrals. So maybe you choose to come and remove them or something. So just know that those options are there. And over here on the right, you'll notice it says track referrals. Moment, I will show you how to track your referrals by going to your referral tab right here, My Referrals. However, this quick button is not currently operating correctly. If you choose that, it's actually going to give you the same pop-up that it would if you were going to do a new referral. So just know that. The Grow My Network, if you click here, will take you back to your map tab. And also, this is a different way to sort your network, your referral network that you already have established. It just lets you sort by first name, last name, A to Z, Z to A. And favorites. Ooh, I missed that one. So you can favorite these folks. Let's say that you're really enjoying Barbara's service to your referrals in her town. And so you're going to star her. And that way, if you ever come in here and you just want to look at your favorites, hit your star and it'll pull those up so you don't have to sort through everyone. Okay. So another little quick touch button there, trying to make your life a little easier with quick steps. And we're going to go ahead. I want to show you what the new referral form looks like so you'll be familiar. If you go in, you can select the agent if you hadn't already down here. And I'm just going to choose somebody that's not in our referral network. And so it shows did not return any in-network agents. So you do have to choose someone. So it probably would be easier if you started, instead of using the new referral, you can choose down here through your folks as well. But this is if you're going to send to someone very specifically. I'm going to show you in just a moment how you're going to send through a map. If you're looking by production, market center, you can choose also by name if you're looking in by name or location. So I'll show you all that in a second. So if you came in here to use the new referral button, this is specifically when you know which agent you were sending it to and they're already in your network. You can also choose find agent at the top right, and it's going to do everything else I just told you we're fixing to go over. So taking you to the map and things. So going down just a little, you have your referral fee that you can set. Sometimes bumping up that referral fee can, well, let me say it this way. As a former productive agent, I used to charge higher referral fees, but that's because I send consistently to the same referral partners. I used to interview quite intensively. I like to make lifelong partnerships. And so, yes, I required more, but I sent more often. So you set it for what you would like. 25% is customary. You can set it for anything you would like. And then you also have an acceptance deadline that you want to give them either 24 hours or maybe you want to give them 3 days, somewhere in there. Hold on, or 2 days. Let's just go with 2 days, make it easy. So you'll give them 2 days, 48 hours to respond to the referral that you're sending them. If they don't respond within that window, it will let you know. It lets you know if they reject it, if they counter it, if they accept it, or if it expires. So you will get a notification either way in here. You can always come check on the status. Also for price minimum max, have notes that you can write up to 3,000 characters. And if you come down, you can also select a client that's already in your database or create a new one. Just select right here, whichever one it's going to be, and then go ahead and enter their information. You can just say if they're pre-approved or if they're pre-qualified or if they're neither. And then also you can put in their desired location and a transaction timeline. Pretty important here to let them know when they are looking to purchase by or close the transaction, like if it's a listing. Okay. And then you can send from that point if you have this entire thing filled out. So that's if you're very specific, you know exactly who you're sending it to. However, most people don't. So we're going to go to the map feature really quick. And I want to show you the other ways that you can send these out. You'll notice this gorgeous map. I love this thing. It is so neat. You can zoom in and out and realtors will auto-populate over here on the right-hand side for you. You do have some options. You can search the map this way by typing in a location. You can also choose by production, market centers, my network, and referral patterns. I want to show you these three. So with production, let's go choose Augusta, Georgia. Shows us the city. It does take a minute, guys. Be very patient with this tab because it's pulling so much data. It does take it a little bit. So you'll notice that just in this quick one, we've already pulled 259 realtors over on the right-hand side. If I scroll in a little bit because I want you to be able to see the dots. Let's see. Give it a second as it auto-populates all the new information. All right, so if you guys can see these dots coming up, see if we can get it to show us a little bit more. And I want to limit our number of realtors. Great. Okay, we're down to 9 realtors over here. Do you see the dots over here, right here at the end of my mouse here? So these are closed transactions. They were either listings or they were buyers. And so if I hover over them, you'll notice they turn red, and that little guy's off the screen over there to the right. There we go. All right. So on this particular one, you'll notice the dot turns red and also the name over to the right turns red. This is corresponding to that realtor. This realtor is the one that closed this transaction and is within the referral network in KW, and you can add them to your particular network by coming over here and clicking on that icon that is the little person in the square with a little plus sign. I can add them right from here into my personal referral network. And the irony is I actually know this person from years ago. And so so I think this is hilarious. That's why I giggled when I actually ended up pulling him up. Oh, and we get an arrow. Wonderful. This is tech in live person, you guys. So I actually believe that's because we've already sent him an invite and canceled it out. So that's probably on our end. But just know you can add them from right here. If you go over to the menu on the right, you can actually hold your mouse over that person, and whatever dot on the left-hand side, it will illuminate in red. You can see this up at the top right here around Holden Street. That was this particular agent's listing. And so guys, this is great if you have a person that has already gone through a neighborhood. They've said, hey, this is the area I want to be in. And you're like, I've got you. You can come in here, find that exact neighborhood, find an agent that already has boots on the ground, that has had activity in that market, and they know their stuff. They've got experience. So it is a fabulous way to make sure that you are setting a referral up with a great connection in that area for them. And so you also notice that you have another button over here on the right. That's a quick send button again for a referral that will go to that particular person. And we also have another caret here. If we click that down, it's going to give us a glimpse of that profile again for this particular agent. This one has chosen to show all of his agent stats, so you'll be able to see them here. Along with the contact information and languages spoken, which can be important. Which brings me to some other buttons right here that are pretty neat. You can search results by typing in the name, but you also have filters over here on the right. You can choose a KW specialization. Let's say it's important to you to have a luxury agent. It's right here. You can actually choose a military affiliation as well. There's just so many options. You can just click these if you want to choose them and apply those filters. You can also choose by languages spoken. If you have a client that speaks a particular language and they want to have an agent that's able to relate to them with that language, you can choose that here. Pretty great options. You can also go into closed units and sold, things like that, leases even, and then you can set like an average list price for that person's production. You want to know that they operate in that particular niche in the market with that price point. This helps go through things like maybe there's an agent on here that has outstanding credentials as far as closed units, but they're actually into HUD properties or fixer-uppers and flipping and things like that, and your client is a luxury client. So this is a great way to come in here and make sure that your agent is lining up with your actual referral client well, right? Just because they have good production numbers doesn't mean that they're going to be familiar with the market for your particular client. You can also choose sales volume as that. And there's just a little reminder right here that it is for a 12-month period, okay? So you can apply any filters you like, clear them if you need to, right there. And you also have sort options that is just below that. You can sort by name, do it in alphabetical, closed units, listing units, and leases, okay? And again, little bubble tells us how many people we are pulling. Fun fact, when you get under 50 right here, then the broadcast referral button will be an option for you. The broadcast referral means you send it to all of these. As long as it's under 50, it doesn't work if it's over 50, but as long as it's under 50 realtors, I can send my referral out to all of them. And when I click on this, I want to show you this. So you can choose to show your identity or not. Okay, that's a great option. Then you set the parameters that you want for this referral, right? For the price, the notes, the referral fee, and the acceptance deadline, and what type of client it is. When you go down further to the bottom, this is completely confidential, but it's the client information. You go ahead and enter it here, but the only realtor that sees that is the realtor that you choose out of the ones that respond. So Broadcast Referral is going to send this referral out to up to 50 realtors. They respond and say whether or not they would like to accept it. And then you come in as a third step, and out of the ones that have accepted it, you choose which one you pick to give that client to. And then the client information will only be released to that one realtor. Okay. So you don't have to worry about your client being bombarded with 30 emails, 30 text messages, 500 phone calls, right? So that's just a great way. I'm glad they set it up this way. It was a very thoughtful process, but you would send the broadcast from right here. Okay. And if you ever come in here and this is grayed out, just know, look right here at this bubble. It means you're probably over 50 realtors and it's going to not work. Okay. All right. So that's what the production. Also, pro tip, the production is only for the United States and Canada. We only have production stats based on those areas. If you want to go further out, you can actually choose by market centers. Now, if you're searching by market centers, let me zoom out of our map here so we'll get some more market centers populating. There we go. So this pulls from the roster, the active roster for that market center. Business centers will not show on the map. Okay. So if you know of an agent, but they happen to be in a business center, just know that they are going to show up on the market center roster. You can search for them over here. If you get in the general vicinity, like I happen to know that this particular area had a market center right over here across the state line, excuse me, a business center, but it's tied to this market center. So if I'm looking for the agent that would be over here, then I'm going to look at their roster. I hope that helps. So notice we're pulling 371 realtors on the right. Broadcast means that it is grayed out, can't send that many. And yeah, this you can actually go worldwide with. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Actually, it usually freezes if I zoom out because like you have been seeing, it tries to populate so much data. So let's just choose a different place. I'm going to choose Chad, Africa. Let me zoom it out a little bit. You'll notice it says no agents found, but if you just zoom out just a little, and give it a few minutes to start populating, a few moments. It shouldn't take minutes. There we go. All right, right over there in Africa, we have 2 agents inside this market center right here in Chad. If I back out more, it wants me to zoom in because it pulled too many. There we go. All right. 7,351 realtors within this particular area. So that is fantastic. You can go all over the world here. If you have family and friends or business associates that are in other countries, you can even service them and get a great referral partner in those other areas. I also see a lot of KW agents that love to travel. And if you have a favorite vacation spot, want to do business, start considering expansion. Start setting up a referral network there when you're over there vacationing. If you do it on repeat and start meeting a lot of the locals, you can start forming a business in that area already. Maybe that's a little retirement planning for you, that you're planning to be able to retire eventually and you're going to move to that location. Well, go ahead and get your business up and running in that area. Get your reputation known. Maybe you want to retire early and just keep working, on the side when you get there. Just lots of things you can do with this. All right, so that's Market Center Search, and you can do My Network. This is going to show you your already established referral network, same people we saw on the dashboard. Oh, great. Let me hit refresh. Oh, I know what I did. So I moved it to the referral network, and I was zoomed out to other countries and it just had a little hiccup. So I apologize. That was just as much user error as it was command. There we go. All right. So remember we had 39 people, so I'm not sure why only 37 are showing up. It may be because the other 2 are in other countries, is what I would assume. But this lets you know where your referral network is, how much coverage you have. Maybe it's a goal of yours that you want to cover the entire United States. Maybe you want to do referrals into every state within the United States, just as a personal or professional goal. So this will help give you a visual of your network here. You can also send referrals from here as well. and also check out their profiles just like you would on the dashboard. Okay, same filter, same sort options, same search features on the map as well. And that's My Network. You can also choose referral patterns. Guys, I love this feature. This shows you, well, it's pulling from Portland. Hold on a second. Give it a little minute here. There we go. Let's come on in. All right, so I'm just going to choose a different place than Portland. So let's go with Colorado Springs, Colorado. First one that comes up. All right, perfect. This is showing you where the KW referrals are going out to from this particular area. So you can put in your own town and see where the majority of people are moving out from that city to other places. That would be a great place to go get a referral partner in those common areas. Over here on the right, you can see 3% are actually internally going from Colorado Springs to Colorado Springs. But then you start seeing the 2%, the 1%, and it'll show you where the majority of them are going to. You can also reverse this, guys, right here. This is outbound. Let's look at inbound. Let's see where the people are coming from, right? Over here on the right, it looks like the majority are coming from Tucson, Arizona, maybe Denver, even Scottsdale, Arizona. There's some 2% are coming from Tennessee, this one particular place in Tennessee. Now, please know that this is based only on KW referrals. This has been collected data from this particular app within Command. Okay, so this doesn't cover other brokerages or anything like that. So it's just within KW. But this is a great tool to come in here and say, hey, we got a lot of action happening down here around the Phoenix area. I need to go grab a partner right there. They need to know where I am in Colorado Springs and that I am the one that needs to have their referrals, right? So it's just a great, great tool to come in here and use and build this business of yours, okay? So those are the way that you can search through the map and that you can add your referral network, and you can also send referrals out. You can come over here to My Referral tab as well. Going to show you that real quick. Oh, got somebody in the waiting room. There we go. Okay. Now, you see that you have some filter options here, but we don't have any sent or received. Notice it's on the pending tab. So this is if I had any pending outgoing or pending received referrals. However, you'll notice that you have one active, 0 funded. Let me explain what these are. So pending means someone hasn't accepted it yet, rejected it. Somebody hasn't responded. Okay. It's in transit. The next is going to be active. This means someone has accepted your referral or you have accepted someone else's referral. Next is funded. This means it actually got to closing and the other agent or you have confirmed that it was funded. It was a closed deal. Okay. And then lost, this would mean that that particular deal did not get to closing for whatever reason. Another good thing about this particular system and doing it through KW, I'm a huge KW fan, been with a lot of other brokerages, but this is a great feature of KW. When you send a referral through this, if it doesn't get to closing, that agent has to give you a reason. So they will put that reason in there and mark it as a lost opportunity, okay? Or a lost referral rather. You also have to do the same. Out of courtesy, you would also give a reason if you received a referral and it did not get to closing. Next is expired. Remember it had a timestamp on there, a timeline. When we were sending the referral right here, let me just show you real quick. When you're doing a new referral at the bottom, the transaction timeline, if you set that for, let's say, the end of May, and you said you knew that person wanted to be able to purchase by the end of May, then if for some reason that it expired and nothing happened, excuse me, I am telling you completely wrong. I'm still telling you about the loss. For the expired, it's if it was the one new referral, pardon me, guys, new referral acceptance deadline, the 24 hours, the 48 hours, whatever you have set right here for the deadline, if that person does not respond to accept, counter, or reject your referral, same with you doing it to the other person. If you have not accepted, countered, or rejected, then it would go as an expired referral. Okay, that's what that is right there. Rejected means we have actually turned down and not accepted those, or another referral partner of yours has not accepted your referral that you're trying to send them. And then you have an option to see all over here on the far right. Now, what we see here is a sent, and you can also see that you see their name, what it was all set up for as far as your referral fee. You'll notice you have an activity log you can view too. I can view it from right here. And you can see that this referral was actually sent out, gives you some deets on it. It was done on September 12th, 2022. It's fixing to expire, gave a little notification, but then the agent accepted it, gave a little note back as a thank you. Okay. And then it'll let you know that the agent has sent an update twice on that same day, and then created an opportunity. When that agent creates that opportunity, you will get updates right here showing you what phase it is in the pipeline for their opportunity. Pretty great. So you also have referral information, but you also have notes and updates. So you can see the agent's 2 updates they sent in right here with notes. You can also add your own note. And over here on the top right, you have 3 dots as an option to view that activity log again, going to the same place, or send an update right here. Just some easy buttons, okay? And you also have another action button to send an update from here as well. All right, so that is your referrals. The last tab to go over is My Network. We'll give that a click. And this is just the same thing that you were seeing on your front dashboard. Okay, it's going to be the agents, their information. Come in here and search for someone. And you can also add your favorites too. Okay, shows you a quick touch button for your pending invites. If you want to click back over and see those pending invites. Oh, see the one we had an error on? It did go through. That's pretty good. So we have outbound invites. And if we choose to, like for this particular one, I can come in here and click cancel. I'll have to explain that to my brother later, why he got that during class. All right. So guys, that is your referral tab here within Command. If anybody has any questions, please place them in the chat. If you are watching this back on recording on our YouTube channel or elsewhere, you can always reach out to us at support@scottleroymarketing.com, and we'll be happy to answer those questions for you. Thank you for watching.